Hi, my name is Dominic Bell, and I'm originally from Waterloo, Ontario, and currently in Iqaluit, Nunavut. I will be reading pages 37 to 39 about the National Center for Truth and Reconciliation. The Commission was mandated to create a national research center, which would hold all the material created and received as part of its work. The center is intended to be accessible to survivors, their families, and communities, as well as to the general public. The Commission held a forum in March 2011 to consult with national and international experts on establishing such a center. This informed the Commission's subsequent call for proposals to house the center. The Commission reviewed a number of proposals for housing the research center and, in June 2013, announced that the University of Manitoba had been selected to become the permanent host of the National Center for Truth and Reconciliation, or NCTR. The NCTR is governed by a trust deed and administrative agreement signed by the Commission and the University. A governing circle and survivors circle play important roles in ensuring the promises undertaken to survivors are honored. The NCTR also works in direct partnership with a growing number of universities, colleges, and other organizations across the country, including the University of British Columbia, the University of Winnipeg, L'Université de Saint-Boniface, Carleton University, the University of Regina, Lakehead University, University College of the North, Algoma University, Red River College, the Archives of Manitoba, the Canadian Museum for Human Rights, the National Association of Friendship Centers, the Legacy of Hope Foundation, and le Centre du Patrimoine. The goal is to create the broadest network possible from coast to coast to coast. Officially opening in the summer of 2015, the NCTR will be the permanent home for all statements, documents, and other materials gathered by the Commission. In future, it will house other Indigenous collections. The NCTR will encourage and engage in respectful dialogue on many issues that hinder or foster reconciliation. It will ensure that 1. Survivors and their families have access to their own history. 2. Educators can share the residential school history with new generations of students. 3. Researchers can delve more deeply into the residential school experience and legacy. 4. The public can access historical records and other materials to help foster reconciliation and healing. And 5. The history and legacy of the residential school system are never forgotten. The research to understand the truth about Indian residential schools has taken the Truth and Reconciliation Commission to all parts of Canada. The Commission has listened to thousands of survivors give their accounts of the residential school experience and how that experience has shaped their lives. The Commission has explored what the legacy of the residential school system has meant to Aboriginal people in particular and to Canada as a whole. This journey led the Commission to chart some of the pathways described in this report that may lead eventually to reconciliation within this country.